Welcome back to another episode of the Casey Campbell podcast. Casey Campbell with you, of course. Pleased to be joined by Rocco Arciero of South Lyon Football. How are you, bud?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good. So really kind of talk about, I know you just completed the season a few weeks ago. Obviously not the way you wanted it to end, but it was still a pretty good year for you guys.
Yeah, definitely. It's unfortunate that we went 4-5. It's not the improvement that we wanted, but at the end of the day, it was an improvement. We beat the teams we were supposed to beat, and we lost the teams that were supposed to beat us. So, I mean, can't really say that like for us personally as like team goals that the season was a success, but it was successful on other areas. So.
Yeah. So really just your really talk about kind of the year that you had. Just you know, what was it like for you guys as you guys kind of learned a brand new offense and tried some new things this year and all that?
So it was definitely interesting. It was a change that was definitely a little hard. We went from a 50-50 offense to like a 70-30, like a wing T, like so it was a majority of run offense. So I definitely had to adapt to not getting the ball as much and also taking advantage of the opportunities of when I got the ball. And I feel like I did that pretty well along with the other receivers in the receiving core and just learned how to block for my running backs and to be in the right place at the right time for make sure the play ran smoothly. So
What was that like for you kind of learning just something new in terms of what you did previously and all that?
it was definitely difficult. The offense is not exactly my play style. I feel like I'm more of a dynamic. So, and the team we really struggled a little bit like the first 2 3 weeks of practice, or like when we were like install, like we had to go through over a lot of things because there's a lot of new stuff. Like we have never in my 4 years we were never like an under the center team, so I had to learn like timing and oh yeah.
Yeah. How do you feel like you did with that?
I feel like I did personally really well. It took me a little bit, but as the season went on, it just came very smooth sailing. I knew my job. I knew my responsibility. I knew where I had to be. It took me like 2 3 games, and I think I can say that with the team as well. After like the first 2 weeks, we were smooth sailing. So
Yeah. But what did you really think was the best moment this year, you think, Rocco?
the best moment for me personally was when we had that dominant win against Walled Lake Central. Like we coming off a 2 game losing streak, losing both tough games to Western and Central or Western and Milford. We went into Central, it was homecoming, 50-50 game, and we just came out and we dominated the second half. Like first half, it was close, but second half, we absolutely dominated. I mean, we throwing the ball, running the ball, uh, got an onside. I got an onside kick recovery that wasn't supposed to be an onside kick recovery, but you make plays with what you're dealt with. So I feel like that was a big. What am I trying to say? Like a big uplift for the team,
Yeah.
like spirit wise.
Mhm.
So I think that was our best moment that season. So
Yeah. Knowing that, knowing that how hard was it to for you to realize that you're never going to play high school football again?
I'm gonna be honest. It didn't hit me until the final whistle of week 9 against East. Like after the handshake and I was walking over, I was like, darn, like it's over. Like that's it for me. I really wish that it would have sunk in sooner, but I for some reason I had the mindset of it will never end, like it will keep going. It doesn't have an end. And I guess that was for me, it's just I didn't want it to end, but and when it ended, it was like it hit me like a train. So it
Yeah.
was, yeah.
So, what was, how long have you played football?
I've played football for, I believe, 9, 10 years. Started in third grade, so I think that would be 9 years.
Okay. All right. All right. Okay. This may be probably one of the hardest the hardest question you might get during this. If you can pick one moment from your high school career that stands, or any year of your football career that stands out, what is it?
Man, that is a tough one. I think I'm gonna have to go week 7 of this year, Lakeland homecoming game, where I caught the 62-yard touchdown pass from in the first quarter. It was our second drive. It was 3rd and 8. We needed to just get the first down. That was one thing that was on my mind, get the first down. I was in double coverage that entire game, so I knew like I had a little slant route. We called it a snag. So I knew it was going to be a little difficult to catch the ball. So I told my quarterback to just throw it up like as high as he could, and like where I would only be able to get it. So went up and got it, and then shook off one of I believe it was either the corner or the safety. I shook him off, and then I just after that it was just open grass and turned on the jets, and I was gone.
Yeah. Let me ask you this. This may be another one of those tough questions and stuff like that. What does football mean to you? And you can maybe take a minute to think about that.
Uh, Football for me, especially these last 9 years, have been my life. I mean, everything has revolved around football. Football for me is it's probably going to sound a little cringy, but like it's my escape from everything. It's where I know I have a group of people that are around me that support me, that love me. Like we've all become a family, me and my teammates and the coaching staff,
Hmm.
being around them so much. So it's just it's a comfortable environment, and it's somewhere where you can just let loose and just have fun playing the game that you love.
Yeah. What will you miss? What will you miss? What's the biggest thing you're going to miss about it?
I'm gonna miss two things. One, I'm gonna miss my teammates and all the memories that we have made. I will never forget the memories. I mean, just going out there with my guys. I've some of these guys I've played all 9 years with, and some of them I played all 4 years with. And I'm really going to miss all those moments where through the ups and downs, we all had each other's backs and we enjoyed every moment we had together. And the other one is the crowd. When you make that big play, when you make that catch, break that touchdown, just the crowd noise, the home atmosphere. I mean, that East game, it was pretty much a playoff game, and you make a catch, you make a catch, and the crowd goes crazy. So,
Yeah.
yes.
So we talked about what you're going to miss. Now we are going to talk about what's next. So what is next?
For me, I'm hoping to play in college. Uh, I'm looking forward to the track season. Uh, just looking forward to my senior year, getting ready for life after high school. I figured out what I want to study in college. Now looking for a college where I can study that and also play the game that I love. And yeah, that's pretty much all that I've been doing.
Yeah. All right. Well, Rocco, thanks so much for coming on and talking with us. And uh, we'll talk to you. We'll probably have you on again in a few months to see
All right,
what's been going on. All right.
all right, sounds good.